Today we're going to talk about ancient civilizations. An ancient civilization is made up of 5 things: writing, government, art and architecture, and religion, and social classes. Writing is the most important because it records information about the civilizations. It tells us what religion and beliefs they used to have. Government is also very important because it provides structure to a civilization. The government provides defense, taxes, and laws which keep all the civilizations in order. Art and architecture are very important because they express beliefs of their civilization. Religion is very crucial because it can influence the government. It also can influence art, writing, social classes, and social classes. Social classes make up a civilization. This ranks people according to job, wealth, and power. All these characteristics are very important and make up a civilization.
The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is a series of fortifications made of stone, generally built along an east-west line across the northern borders of China to protect Chinese states and empire against the raids and invasions of the nomadic groups of the Eurasian steppe. Other purposes of the Great Wall included border controls, imposition of duties on goods transported along the Silk Road, regulation of trade, and the control of immigration and emigration. The majority of the existing wall is from the Ming Dynasty.
The Han Dynasty promoted trade through the Silk Road. The things that were traded were spices, silk, animals, ideas, and diseases. The trade road helped connect China to all other civilizations. This led to the spread of new technologies to China. The Silk Road was also very important because silk was finally being traded. Silk was a luxury back then, and everyone wanted silk. When the Han Dynasty started trading silk, this brought more people to the Silk Road and spread more ideas and goods. The Han Dynasty also promoted the crossbow. This put the Han Dynasty at a huge advantage. This was a very powerful weapon and allowed them to fight from far away. The Han Dynasty had a huge advantage with their The Qin Dynasty gave us many different things. They helped a lot with the construction of the Great Wall of China. They started building the Great Wall of China, and the Han Dynasty helped finish building it. The dynasty also ended serfdom and slavery. They did this so they could tax more people. The taxing overload eventually destroyed the civilization. They also did this so more people could fight in the war. If you were free, then you could fight in wars and be taxed. The Qin Dynasty also made more weapons. They used more iron weapons like axes and spears. They also used crossbows more. They invented the gunpowder, which later led to guns, which is very important for fighting. The terracotta warriors are also very important. They are thousands of soldiers made out of terracotta. They guard a tomb and are very famous. The Qin Dynasty also made acupuncture and the celestial clock, the umbrella, playing cards, and printing. These inventions are very useful and we still use them today. Mesopotamia was one of the first long-lasting ancient civilizations. They made the first form of writing cuneiform. This is very important because it was a method of recording. This told us the religions and beliefs of Mesopotamia. They also used cuneiform to record the Hammurabi's Code. This was very important because it was the first law system. It's very important for a civilization to have laws because it keeps everyone from hurting each other or causing harm. It also provides punishments for people who break the laws and hurt people. They also invented the wheel, which is very important because it led to the car and other wheeled machines. Wheels are very useful and we use them daily. They also invented a system accounting that is very useful in math and science. They also started schools, which we still use today. They also helped create taxes. We still use these today too. They also created farm tools like rakes and shovels. They are important for planting food. They also made ziggurats, which are temples made by Assyrians and Babylonians. Mesopotamia made many useful things we still use today.
The ancient Egyptians were polytheistic. They had many major gods. Their main god was Ra, and he's the creator of the sun. They had gods for noon and evening and earth, magic, falcons, mummification, chaos and evil, wisdom and knowledge, and many, many others. The leaders were priests. The social classes, there was the pharaoh at the top, and then nobles, soldiers, scribes, merchants, artisans, farmers, and servants or slaves. The tomb sizes, like an amount of items that were in them, showed what social class people came from. The better colors and more variety showed higher class. They had hieroglyphics as their writing. They had many inventions. They invented toothpaste and perfume and eyeliner and eyeshadow. They had a lot of different kinds of art. Most of their buildings were built with stone, such as granite, limestone, or sandstone. Their underworld was called Duat, and it's 12 layers. The Sphinx is a pyramid thing, and it's really famous, and it lost its nose because Germans shot missiles at the pyramids and the Sphinx. Whenever they married, they were supposed to like keep it in the family, like marry inside your family. Incest, yay. The Aztecs were in Central America. They were the last group in America before the arrival of the Europeans. They lasted from 1300 to 1520. Their chief city or metropolis was Tenochtitlan, and it's what is now Mexico City. They had a population of 500,000. Their marketplace could hold more than 60,000 people. They were more warlike than the Toltecs. During the 1300s, they conquered an empire of more than 125,000 square miles, ruling a population of 5 to 10 million in tributary system, which provided them with food and gold. Their religion is their most famous feature. They built pyramids to serve as temples to the gods, and they worshipped many of the same gods as the Mesoamerican people before them. They had two main deities, the jaguar god and feathered serpent, and his name's Quetzalcoatl, and he was described as a light-skinned bearded man. And then their sun god was Huitzilopochtli, maybe, and he was in the form of a giant hummingbird. They believed in the reappearance of the sun every morning, depended on their devotion to their sun god. They thought that the sun drew energy from human blood, so they practiced human sacrifice on an extremely large scale. The victims of the human sacrifice were usually prisoners of war, but sometimes they were just regular citizens. It's estimated that by the end of the 1400s, 20,000 people per year were sacrificed to the gods. They thrived in Central America until early 1500s when the Spanish arrived. The defeat of the Aztecs led to Spanish domination of Mexico and Central America until 1800s.
The Olmecs. During and after the 200 BCE, a succession of agricultural societies emerged in Central America, also known as Mesoamerica and Mexico. Among the oldest and most significant were the Olmecs, modern civilization in Mesoamerica. The chief Olmec cities were San Lorenzo, La Venta, and Tres Zapotes, located in south-central Mexico near present-day Tabasco and Veracruz. The Olmecs arose without the benefit of a large river system nearby. Their art, monumental architecture, and religion had an impact on peoples within a large radius, as well as on the civilization after them. They are famous for carving stone heads and tall mountains and platforms, which seem to be stereotypes of pyramids. They were polytheistic. They very likely practiced human sacrifice like the peoples who emerged later in the region.